Never be the gringo that can't speak Spanish, right? Never be that guy or girl. I have, throughout my travels going to Mexico, Costa Rica, Colombia, I ran into a whole bunch of expats, Americans who live in these countries, and they don't speak any Spanish at all, right? Uh, they've lived in these countries probably 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and they don't speak any Spanish at all. You don't want to be in this situation, guys, because I promise you, you're not enjoying and you're not maximizing all the things you could be learning and doing in these countries by not being able to speak Spanish, right? If you're living in any of these countries, you want to be able to speak Spanish. You are going to have a totally different experience than anybody else who can't speak Spanish. Like I can speak for myself in this example. If you're interested in learning how to speak Spanish, book a free one-on-one Spanish strategy call. The link is in the description box below. All right. I remember during COVID, I went to Guadalajara during COVID, and it was really wild because I didn't know, like, they had shut everything down, and I was still in there. I was staying in this Airbnb, and in the entire Airbnb there were like other people from Mexico living there, and it was really wild. It was like it really could have been a reality TV show. I'm not lying. It was so much drama and things of that nature. But I was there and I was able to like speak, and I learned so much Spanish. I mean, I learned muchísimo. I learned so much. That's where I got the name El Huicho from too. That's found out. That was the name they gave me. My name is Lou, but Huicho is like the translation of that. Like a nickname in Spanish. So that's where I got that from. And I just the parties we were going, like the little underground parties we were going to during COVID, the little shutdowns and things like that. I mean, I've been able to diffuse really crazy situations with my Spanish, like with two people about to start fighting. Um, I've been I've been harassed by the police, and my Spanish I was able to get out of that situation. I'll probably talk about that on one of my videos in the future. But being able to speak Spanish has it also opened up so many doors. When I go to Mexico City, I have like a tight knit group of people that I know, and they'll take me all around the entire city. When I went to Mexico City, I saw so many things. I saw like just I was off the beat, the normal path of most tourists because I was plugged in, I was tapped in. You want to be able to speak Spanish because you're going to stand out, and people are going to be so intrigued, and people are going to like because it's a sign of respect too. Because the fact that you're trying to learn their language, they're going to help you, and they're going to see that as a sign of respect, and you're going to put yourself at a very, very, very great position because, like I said, you'll be able to make you'll be able to make new friends, maximize your travels, experience new things, experience the culture, have a whole nother perspective and experience than anybody else who doesn't. You don't look anybody else who doesn't know Spanish. You do not want to be the gringo that can't speak Spanish. It is the worst. It is the worst. You're relying on Google Translate. You're in Duolingo. You're on that what probably what 7 day streak. You're like, oh yeah, I'm getting it, but you can't speak any Spanish. You ain't talking to nobody. That's not where you want to be at. You don't want to be the person who can't speak, and you're just kind of it's kind of a safety issue too. You want to be able to communicate with the people around you, like especially like during like an emergency and things like that. You don't want to have to like always hope that somebody in this area speaks English and you don't speak Spanish. That's not where you want to be at all. Trust me. Because when I first got into Mexico and I couldn't speak any Spanish, man, I was so frustrated. I was feeling isolated. I didn't know what was going on around me, and it was like the worst. It was the worst situation. And then people, travelers who go to these countries and don't speak Spanish, they might meet another American, and they just kind of like find another like enclave of other Americans. They never really get out their comfort zone. They never talk to more people. They never express who they are, and they're never able to go jump off the porch and actually have a real experience that most other people won't. And that's what I want you guys to if you're watching this video, I want you to be able to speak Spanish. And it's not hard. All you really need is a system. Spanish is a system, English is a system. Every language around the world is a system. They have rules, they have structures, all these things. And once you understand the structure, the system, and the rules, all of the thing is gonna come is gonna come to you naturally. We forget how we actually learned Spanish. I mean English growing up. But and then we get at our older age, we kind of think that, oh man, we're too old, we can't learn it, it's too hard. I wasn't good at Spanish growing up. It was, I failed it. I don't nobody. Who am I gonna speak to? All these things, all these negative, all these excuses, all this stuff you don't need in your head. You can learn Spanish. Trust me. Por favor, créeme. Puedes entender, puedes aprender español. Confia in me. And I'm telling you, man, it's a great, it's almost like a superpower. I like to, I read a lot of comics and like Marvel, DC stuff, but it's like a superpower. I could go to any country in the world that speaks Spanish and I'm good. I don't have to worry about anything. I know I can always ask somebody this, somebody that. If I'm in an emergency type situation, I can communicate and understand and maneuver and navigate the situation. It's the best thing ever, man. If you would have told me 10 years ago I'd be speaking Spanish, there's no way I would have believed you. There's no way. I mean, I wasn't good at Spanish in school. I couldn't remember this, couldn't remember that. When I arrived in Mexico, all I could say was uno, dos, tres, and hola. That's all I knew. I couldn't say anything else. I couldn't build any sentences. I didn't have a foundation. I wasn't properly immersed. I couldn't communicate. I couldn't hear. I couldn't understand anything. So that's the what I wanted to say. Don't be the gringo that can't speak Spanish. You want to learn Spanish, especially if you live in a Spanish speaking country. If you want to learn more, I have a program that you could follow. If you follow me and DM me, I can get you the program. I have a free training about how to like break the code of Spanish and understand all those things. But if you follow me, I can get you in that training ASAP. So yeah, it's your boy Wicho.